A million billion.
A
A million beavers.
Sicilian amount of beavers.
Or just hundreds of them,
No, like 65 trillion tillion.
65 trillion tillion. I am
Real numbers.
A gazillion, like
More,
78 billion gazillion dillion dollars.
Yeah, more beavers than there are grains of sand on the planet Earth.
That's a lot of beavers.
That's how many beavers are in this movie. It was a miracle that could fit them all.
I know.
Each one had at least a 3-second cameo.
And it didn't even have the Beaver song from How I Met Your Mother, which I was super disappointed about.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
I'm Scott.
I'm Steven.
And we are B is for Bad Movie Reviews.
We are.
We are watching another movie, and we have done it.
Yes, we've already watched it.
It is done.
Yes. Hopefully you watched along.
That was the episode. Congratulations.
These are some short episodes, man.
Yeah, they are. Yes, we hope you enjoyed our last week's episode. What did we watch last week, Steven?
Pull that up. First nudie musical. I had it on the other screen because we started talking about the movie already. First nudie musical.
Yes, we watched the first nudie musical. That was actually a really fun movie. I wish I could have given it a 5, but you do need to see what's her face nude. like
oh god, Rosie.
As soon as she stars in the movie, she has to be nude, and same with the guy. As soon as he stars in there, he has to be nude. That's just
it would have
the
been better.
entire name of the fucking musical, the first nudie musical. Like, you have to be nude. What an annoying thing.
This is a bridge that Scott will die on, or he'll die on.
But that one was fun. But this week we were watching something very different. Although
very
it
different.
Sound different.
Hundreds of beavers.
Hundreds of beavers, which
yes.
Oh, can we just start? Can we just get right into this?
Yes.
This movie was so fucking interesting.
Yes, yes, it is. That's why I was so excited last week when I was telling you about it a little bit.
Yeah, it's like I knew what I was going into. I knew you gave me a little synopsis, and I was like, okay. Bunch of people dressed up as animals, that's fine. And then I'm like, no, this is not at all what I was imagining. This is
it's so much better.
Comedy.
Yeah.
It's like Bugs Bunny.
It's like silent era filmmaking done in the modern day, like the same way they style it, edit it, the same slapstick humor. Everything about it is just perfect silent comedy humor.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's even funnier about this?
What's that?
It reminds me of playing Minecraft.
A little bit, yeah.
Because you start out like with nothing, and you're like, I'm in the world naked. Here I am. And then by the end, you're like, I'm killing all sorts of things because I'm fucking amazing.
Pretty much. I've created all these traps that as soon as something walks in here, it's gonna fucking kill this bitch.
You find something off a dead body in a game, you're like, I could do so much now. This is amazing.
Yep.
This entire thing felt like a mix between like a video game, RPG, or Minecraft, a 60s cartoon of like Tom and Jerry, and then the silent film era of the 20s. It was very interesting.
Yeah, that's a really good way to describe like the perfect mixture of what this is, because it is 100% that. It's just so fun, and the most ridiculous thing, like, it's so hard to describe this movie. Like, every time I end up just saying, be like, it's basically a silent film that's Looney Tunes in real life, but there's like only a few actual actors, and then everyone else is just wearing animal costumes, and I can't even tell you, like, when I say there's a person in animal costume, I mean like full onesie with a fucking helmet, like these giant, like,
it looks like a dude at
massing your helmet. Yeah,
it looks like a bad Alvin, or not Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chippendale.
There you go.
Costumes, like, it looks that bad.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
It's so interesting because the entirety of the movie is just so fucking weird. You start out in this like weird place where this guy's an alcoholic, I think, because he sells he sells Applejack, and I love it because it's Acme Applejack, like they actually put like the Looney Tunes brand in it. It's the name of his business, and he's this thriving apple cider salesman, getting drunk with people all the time and just drinking and being merry. And there's this really great like
sea shanty song at the beginning of this that's really fun and actually has full words. It's like one of the only parts that's not silent in this.
Yeah.
Which I just, it's just so cartoonish, and I love it because like during the song, like he's interacting, this live action person's interacting with these hand drawn characters, like all the other like humans in this scene are hand drawn characters, and then we get the beavers as like people in beaver costumes. It's so ridiculous.
And you know, the effects in this movie were really bad, but it kind of played into the goodness of the movie. I feel like It's interesting because I'm like, oh well, though that's clearly like a weird effect, but it really fucking works. Like if this was Birdemic, it would look like shit, but that actually works really well here.
Exactly. Like everything feels intentional. Like everything that looks bad feels like it was that way on purpose, but like in a way that it didn't feel forced either. Like it felt natural and hilarious the entire time.
Yeah. Just he built like wind turbines out of spinning fucking logs, and they created like a Sonic the Hedgehog flying through the air kind of thing where it changes the direction in which you're flying, and that was fucking hilarious because he would literally get a bunch of beavers and then force them to do like in an area, or he would use it to like impale a fucking rabbit, or he used it at one point to throw a skunk into a fucking wolf's den where he trapped a bunch of beavers too. It's just so fucking weird.
So many of the traps and things in this, and so many of the uses of things, like there's times because he's in the wilderness and it's like a snowy area, so like he'll sneeze and like the icicle will become like a death icicle that kills a wolf, or he'll sneeze
or
on purpose and then turn it around and use it as a telescope. And you're just like, wait, what the fuck? It's the most Looney Tune-ish things ever, but it's so fun.
There was a couple things like that. They were more what are they called? Like gags. They repeated gags in the film. One of them was that one. One of them is every time he whistled, a woodpecker would come and hit his head. One of them was every time he went woohoo. Something else. I can't remember what happened during then, but something would always happen when he said woohoo.
Well, I thought the woohoo was like the whistle, like the way he whistled.
No, there was another. He made an audible sound. I just can't remember what happened when the audible sound was made.
Well, I also know he did the thing where he stepped on a pine cone and would scream, and it would get all the bunnies to like, go through the portal in a certain direction to one other place that he like laid a trap. There's also the fire building running gag where he's building a fire and the wind keeps changing directions, and like the second night he builds next to a tree and then the wind keeps changing direction, then he builds a bunch of snowmen to block, and the snowmen running gags are some of the funniest in the fucking movie.
They are actually him proposing with the snowmen was really cute. It's like,
it was so cute.
I could see someone doing that and having like a lame proposal like that, but that would be cool.
Also the snow bunnies that were the female bunnies trying to lure the men bunnies, and like just being like giant boobs, and like there was the one time where like the two snow bunnies have giant boobs and they're holding bras in their hand, like with in the sticks that they're holding as their hands.
Or the toilet, he made like snow toilets that
this is brutal.
The beavers were using as like real toilets, and then he put fucking bear traps underneath them. Just Jesus. Like he goes from literally not being able to kill a single creature to killing hundreds of fucking beavers, millions of bunnies probably, a few fucking like wolves, frogs, a few skunks, a few wolves. Like this is where the Minecraft comes in. It does feel like he really went from nothing to everything in a very short amount of time, which is like playing Minecraft. As soon as you find diamond, you're like, I'm on a roll.
Yeah. One of my favorite running gags is just like the fishing at first, because he's starting
the fishing hook.
He brings a snowman and he like makes it next to the fishing hole, and he has it carrying the fishing pole, but then the fish gets caught and it takes the pole into the water because there's nothing holding it. So he makes a buff snowman, which is great. And then there's another time where he's like just making the snowman as another fisherman to have a companion, and then he like makes a dog, and then he like tries playing fetch with the dog and like holds up the stick, and you see the dog like lift up and change its like whole form and shape and everything, and then he throws the stick and then it's just sitting there like, and he's like, why aren't you getting up and going? This is fucking bullshit. And then I love the end trap that he does when he actually gets the fishing pole to work with the snowman, and he has like this lever system, and the snowman cheers for him every time or lifts up a hand like it's a fucking mailbox. Like, you've got mail.
Saying, hey, you got a fish in here. He essentially trades some shit with a Native American.
Yes.
To get like a fishing trap that he can make.
Yep.
And then the fishing trap, when the fish gets in the trap, it gets locked in, and he gets the fish. And then he uses the same trap on like hundreds of beavers too.
Yeah. Like this.
And guys, just so we reiterate, all the beavers, all the dogs, all the wolves, everything, the skunk, they're all human sized, and they're all people in costumes. So just so you know.
Yeah, and astonishingly, like they only spent $10,000 on the costumes. And they just bought them online.
It's got to be bulk, right? It's got to be a shit ton of bulk.
Well, I think they didn't even. So I think they did a lot of like really good editing. I think they actually only had like 6 to 10 beaver costumes, from what I was reading.
And then that would make sense, because it looked like there was a million actors in the movie, but they only had like $150,000 to make the fucking movie.
Yeah, exactly. No way there wasn't that much. Like I think they only had one wolf costume, from what I read. And a couple of rabbit costumes and a few other things.
And dogs,
and then like the dogs. They actually had the 5 dogs, because there were I think like the skunk was part puppet, and the fish were puppets too. If they were hand puppets.
The frogs.
Yeah, the frog were hand puppets.
Yep. Oh man, the best part of this, it's like a pseudo love story, which is kind of cool. And the love story is so fucking weird. Like whenever this girl is bored with what he's telling her or what he's doing, they don't really say anything, but they show them like mouthing shit.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever this is happening and she's bored, she's like, I'm gonna put you in a very lewd position and call my dad.
Yeah, it's so weird.
She puts his head under her dress at one point and goes, oh, and the dad comes and sees him just underneath the dress, when in reality he was picking up a fork she dropped.
Yeah. She always tries doing stuff like that, but then like there's other times where she actually does hide what she's doing. Like there's that whole time where she actually pulls out a stripper pole, and like it does a full pole dance routine. And then like the dad's like wondering what's going on, and the dad rounds the corner to see what they're doing, and the pole's gone, and they're just playing patty cake. And you're just like, wait, what the fuck? What is happening?
I kind of thought that was like their patty cake is like a stripper dance, maybe. You know what I mean? Like back in the 1800s, like playing patty cake, touching a woman's bare hands was like her stripping.
I don't think it was ever that.
I just thought like, okay, I think either they're doing this literally.
I thought it was just because they're being really innocent. Like they weren't doing anything bad. It was just
it could have been like that is perceived as bad or as hot to him or something, you know? That's kind of up in the air for what they were going for, but
I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a
slapstick part of this. Yes, she had a stripper pole. Yes, she was stripping. Yes, they quickly changed back into their clothes, and then we're playing patty cake. So
yeah. One of the other things I really love is just the amount of like we say slapstick, but like the physical violence aspects of some of these, like not only just the traps, but like when he first even starts encountering these beavers, he tries like tackling them and tripping them and stuff like that. And like there's so many times that he just gets jumped. And I mean, like they push him to the ground. They're like kicking him and punching him while he's on the ground. Like these full grown dudes in beaver costumes just jumping this guy, and it's fucking hilarious every time. I don't know why,
you know. It does. So at the end of this movie, he goes through this whole like beaver trial.
Oh, I love this. Yeah,
he kills all these beavers. He's pulling his this is actually a really funny part. He's pulling hundreds of beavers because the dad agreed to let him marry the daughter as long as he brings him hundreds of beaver coats.
100 beavers.
And he's got like the bag behind him, and he's going up to the house, and he's like, look what I got, look what I got, look what I got, and they're not responding at all. And then the house just falls on him like it's a cardboard cutout, and I'm like, that is the most realistic cardboard cutout I have ever seen. And then the beavers take back his hundreds of beavers, and he gets up like he pushes the house off of him and he starts moving, and then the background falls on him too.
Again,
like,
there's another stand.
That's so fucking meta right there. That is fucking glorious what they just said.
So good though. It's because it's so unexpected. Like they really do get this unexpected timing of comedy so well. And you're not expecting any of it. And like, especially like,
but it was perfect.
When he goes to the trial, my favorite thing ever is there was so many times where like, they use snow tracks and different things land on the snow in different ways. And the Sherlock Holmes and Watson fucking beavers are watching everything happen, and they're starting to witness some of the deaths, and they take evidence of all these snow prints. And some of the snow prints look like the beaver had its neck elongated, which it shows you a scene of why that happens. And then like a neck, one of them like ripped in half, and then something else happened to one of them, and they're all like different things, but like you don't know what they are. And so like they use their imagination and make these like illustrations of like he was pulling their neck until it ripped that far, or he was a mad scientist and tried to genetically slice these, or he did this, and it's just like the most ridiculous thing ever. And it's like all this evidence, and all the beavers like like they're all so shocked.
At one point, the lawyer goes, "J'accuse." And like the post trial is insane, guys. This whole post trial is fucking crazy.
Yes,
he's literally thinks he's getting rescued by another hunter he met out on the road, and
Santa Claus,
who got killed by fucking wolves.
Yeah,
and the other hunter just steps in, and he's like, there's all this nice music, and he's like, I'm gonna be saved. And then the beaver pulls off the hunter's skin and reveals
he unzips it.
Like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking dark.
And then this is where the movie goes full like Western saloon bar fight mixed with Mortal Kombat.
Yes and no. It first starts as like you think you're about to see a guy get skinned, and then it goes to that.
That like, true, but
oh my God, I was horrified. I'm like, is this about to take a dark turn? What's going on? Well, because
then it even puts his picture up next to that same picture, like you're gonna be the next coat, and they even
like
said,
ripping off his clothes and drawing lines on his body, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
And they put a giant saw blade between his legs, and like they're gonna like rip him through the middle. Which I love how he uses that saw blade. He ends up throwing a beaver on it and then pulling up the saw blade and goes up right through its gut, and so just which I gotta say too, we haven't brought this up, but the way they do the guts and intestines in this is fucking beautiful. Like every time that he would bring over the like in some of these moments where like a saw goes through them, or like earlier when he was bringing these pelts to the trapper, and the trapper's daughter was actually like gutting them and like making coats and stuff. She would actually like bring out all the organs and stuff out of the body, and I think they were all crocheted. Like,
and she gave him the beaver's heart as her heart, which was gross because it was growing maggots.
Yeah.
And then he ate one of the maggots. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that was kind of gross. Especially when it's like and
just and the flies everywhere too. Oh, the flies were also like little hand puppets.
Yeah, true. Those are really cute.
Yes, the guts in this are really interesting because they're just like, he's right, they're just all crocheted and giant too, by the way. They're bigger than they should be, which is really funny.
But yeah, this end fight just gets ridiculous. So he's like literally like punching beavers' heads off. One of my favorite kills is he punches a beaver's head off. It exposes its skeleton, and then he grabs the throat of that one and then just rips the rest of the skin off, and he's holding just a full skeleton.
Yeah, it's just like, it reminded me a lot of, what was that other movie we watched? The 30-minute like action.
Oh, Deathgasm.
Wasn't not Deathgasm.
Oh, you mean Kung Fury?
Kung Fury, thank you. Yes, Kung Fury reminded me a lot.
I was gonna say Deathgasm had that one where he ripped the dude's head off and pulled out the spinal column.
But that was even more gruesome, I will say.
That was gruesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This movie was fucking crazy, but in the best way possible. And it's so interesting. Like, I will tell you, there are moments where you get bored. This is a movie with no dialogue, and it can be hard to maintain interest when there's no dialogue and you're relying on these random points of comedy to keep people interested. So you're probably going to lose focus for a little while, then jump back in as soon as something cool happens, maybe rewind a little bit. But it can be a little boring getting through this movie. But if you can, holy shit, is it fucking amazing? Like,
I agree with that. And it totally, especially in a time where most of us haven't seen silent era films or some of these films that are slow like this, like if you're not used to it, it will kind of feel like it slogs, especially if you need to have something grabbing your attention 24/7, which there's a visual gag every 30 seconds to a minute here. Like you're not going to run out of stuff to watch, but not having that connection of dialogue really does change things for some people, I know.
Yeah. I mean, this reminds me a lot of, I don't know if you've ever seen The Three Amigos, but it reminds me a lot of The Three Amigos. So,
are you talking about the Chevy Chase?
Yeah.
Martin
not
Short.
The movie. Yes, Martin Short and who's the last one? Steve Martin. Yeah. So not the exact like Three Amigos, not really that, but the styling of it and the ridiculousness of it. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah.
This is like those 80s comedies where you're like, I'm watching this because it's dumb and I like dumb.
Yeah. Like I just watched Bill and Ted not too long ago, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is just dumb fun! Like this is just enjoyable."
It's like watching Talladega Nights or any movie like that, like Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder, low stakes humor, like not anything really big's happening. It's just for comedy. It's just
you're not getting a lesson at the end of this movie whatsoever.
Nope, no, not at all. Like there is literally no lesson you could take from this.
Did you like the part in this?
Oh, go for it.
Go for it. No, you. Other than what?
I was the only thing you could really take away from this is this kind of movie filmmaking isn't quite dead yet, and I do want to see more movies in this style.
Yeah, it would be cool, but you have to make it interesting. That's the other thing. It's really this one had I think the costumes really sold this movie for all of us.
I think so too. Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something. Bad. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, did you like the part? So in the beginning of the movie, like we said, he's just kind of an alcoholic, drunk guy. And he made a lot of mistakes because of this. He like blew up his entire Applejack farm.
Well, yeah, because like the beavers like were eating the base of the giant cider barrels, and then it was rolling down the hill, and then he was riding down on it, and then just rode straight into his house and it destroyed everything and burnt down.
Laughing the entire way down. He's not like upset about it because he's so drunk, pretty much.
Yeah, well, because I mean, at that point, you're just taking a ride down a hill on a barrel, and you're like, yeah, he didn't think it was going to destroy everything at that second.
Yeah, his entire life was destroyed. But in the beaver dam, when he gets in there and infiltrates, there's a point where he can go back to his old ways. He sees his old keg of Applejack, and he's like, he's like ready to drink it, and he keeps going like back and forth between trying to save his beaver pelts to marry the girl or to just drink as much as he can. And he's going to drink it, and then like a random hand comes out of nowhere and says no.
Oh, I loved that part. That was so funny because it's definitely not his, but it's so good.
It's so funny. It's just dumb, but and they bring it back to the beginning of the movie because at the end of the movie, he's rolling down the ice or the snow on a snowball that's about to hit the house, and instead of moving forward like he did in the beginning of the movie, he stopped.
Yep.
He learned a lesson.
He did. And he did it all for love, you know,
and
saying
beaver
something.
Pelts.
And revenge. Yeah. Which we haven't even talked about this, but this beaver dam is the most elaborate like thing ever, and it felt so video gamey.
God,
like
I said, it's like Minecraft. It's like I'm gonna build my first fucking dam. It's like way too much.
Like they have a full space shuttle program in there, which this is so fucking funny.
Is what they were taking his giant kegs for.
Yes. They have this whole like log like platform thing where you actually have like all these logs go down all these like tubes of like water and like transportation. And there's this whole segment that feels kind of like old like Donkey Kong, like the minecart levels and stuff like that, where he's like jumping from log to log and like punching and fighting these beavers off and like trying to go down these certain paths. And it's so good. And it feels so video gamey, but it's so fun.
It was a little long. That was my only note on that. It was like 20 minutes of that only. I was like, this is like a little too much, guys. You probably could have gotten the same feeling in like 10 minutes.
Well, and the perfect climax to that whole scene for me is when he's got all the beavers, and he's like running away, and all the beavers fucking pull a Voltron to stack on top of each other to make one giant human beaver being. And then the Native American
fella
fucking shoots a bow up and like lassos this fucking rocket and swings
his
around,
shirt flips off.
Yeah. And he's like, ah! Throws this rocket at the fucking giant Voltron beaver dude thing, and it's so ridiculous in every way.
Yes, it is so fucking glorious. Weird. But glorious. It worked out. Like,
well, and I also loved him trying to jump on the two guys that are dressed as the horse. Yeah, and he tries jumping on the.
Forgot about that. The horse costume by far is the worst costume.
It's the worst
entire movie.
But it looked like I got out of Spirit Halloween.
Like, it's like literally picture the two parts of a horse. One person is hunched over. One person is straight up to make the head. And he tries to jump on it. I'm like, oh, that guy's poor back.
I know. And then they like instantly like fall over, and they don't even get like a couple of steps.
No.
But I love that they kept that in the shot because it's so glorious. It's so dumb.
I totally thought that the guy was going to trade for the horse and take it.
Yes.
And like randomly have it as he's riding it along his little like trapper trail.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to get into the review part of this? You have anything more you want to talk about?
I mean, there's a ton of stuff. Like, this has got the most random shit in ever. I'm sure we could keep bringing up random shit forever, but if you're interested at all, go watch it, please. Yes, just go watch it. Like, I think you will enjoy yourself. Yes. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first on ratings?
You go first. I'm curious what you have to say.
All right. I am gonna give this a basic bitch. I do think personally I almost want to say a cornhole bitch, because I do find this extremely enjoyable, and it's so unique. It's such a fresh take on something we don't see ever. I haven't seen like a live action hit this level of Looney Tunes chaos and slapstick comedy and silent era film ever. So like part of me wants to give it a really higher grading for that. But like we said, because it is silent, because there's no dialogue, there's not a lot of retention, and it does feel like a slog sometimes. Like, if you're watching this too late at night or too early in the morning, like, I've fallen asleep during it. This is the third or fourth time I've watched it, and like, I was gonna watch it again with my wife because she really enjoyed it too, and she's like, oh, we were gonna start it at like 9 o'clock at night. She's like, oh, that's too late, I'm gonna fall asleep, we put that on right now. And I was like, totally fair. So I have to kind of give it that basic bitch rating for those kind of knockoffs. But what do you think?
I'm in agreement. I was gonna give this a perfect 3, and the same reasons, right? It's because there's no dialogue. Steven's right. The fucking amount of time this movie is like an hour 45, I think.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's just too long. This movie could have been done in an hour and it could be fine. But an hour 45 is so fucking long. So like I said, you go through these moments where you really slog through, you're really bored, you're like, okay, what is the point? You're not... Like this Looney Tunes cartoon is like 22 minutes, and you somehow turned it into an hour 45. I just like, and I get it. Like, creatively, awesome job. You did so many good fucking things in this, but because there's no dialogue, because it is a little bit of a slog fest all the way through, because it's almost 2 hours fucking long, I just got to give it a 3. I think it's a must watch though. That's the weird part. I think everyone should definitely watch it. I just think you're gonna get a little bored, so I would watch it once. Non-retentive, so don't like really pay attention. Then watch it a second time and start actually paying attention.
I would even say if you watch it once, just like try to give it your full attention. Like that is probably good. Like, you'll get the gist of everything, and especially if you are open to it. And that's the other reason I give it a 3. It's hard to recommend this because I know it's really hard to get anyone to watch anything that's black and white or silent film era style.
Yeah,
and
or 2 hours long.
Yeah, that's true too nowadays. So fucking shitty. I'll binge watch every season of Breaking Bad in 3 days, but I will not watch a 2-hour-long movie.
Can we separate that movie into 30-second TikTok clips over 3 years?
That's how we get Return of the Racing King. We don't need more of those.
I think Return of the Racing King got a similar rating, though.
Well, no, we gave it a 1 and a 2.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever we gave it. And like I do think this needs to be watched. I think you guys should absolutely watch this movie, and that to me is worth a 4. It's just the amount of time I wanted to just pick up my phone and not watch it. It has to be a 3. That's just the problem.
I can't fault you on that, and I'm really glad that you enjoyed this. I thought you would. Like you're one of the few people in our friend group that I would like. Of all the people who needs to watch this, it's you. Yeah. Like I know you'll enjoy it. But yes, and I think this company has another movie. I don't know if it's done the exact same way, but another person suggested that to me on another thing. It's called the Monster of Lake Michigan or something.
Oh.
Or the Lake Michigan Monster. Lake Michigan Monster. I think that's what it's called.
Thousands of Lake Michigan monsters.
No, just one monster, I think.
Millions.
It's called Millions of Cockroaches.
Millions of cockroaches. It's based in one house, and it's actually real live cockroaches. It's really
and it's in New York.
Of course it is. And they're giant. They're Texas-sized cockroaches in a tiny Manhattan building.
But it makes a surprise appearance of the cockamouse from How I Met Your Mother.
The cockamouse. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. What are we watching next time, Steven?
Next week, we're actually doing one that we saw somebody else watching. So the main character's watching in the Chopping Mall movie. You said it'd be fun to watch that movie, so I found that movie. It's called Attack of the Killer Crabs. It is on Tubi and on Prime.
Attack of the Killer Crabs.
I don't know if it's going to be a musical like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. But I do know it's got giant killer crab, I believe, in it. So it should be interesting. And I think it's a 50s film, so it's another old school one for us.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say it looked like a 50s film from what they were watching.
Yeah. So we're going to check that out and see if Chopping Mall gave a good recommendation of a B movie for us.
I really hope that there's a movie inside this movie that we can watch too.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be the most meta thing we could possibly do.
It really would be.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate all of it.
Yeah. We'll catch you on the next one. We don't appreciate you. We hate you. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye. Love you.
I didn't say that.